Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday. Man, I actually really need a haircut. It's getting there. I'm growing it to the sky if I can. So today I feel that's the best way I can describe it. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna die, but I'm definitely sick. Got to give a shout out to my homeboys over at Delsum, or Walmart's Equate department for making a medicine that's similar to Delsum. Last night, when I went to bed, the coughing had gotten real bad. Like, I could not stop coughing. And it was painful. My throat was getting raw from the coughing. And it was not good. It was quite bad, and I sat there and I coughed for a long time, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. My body was convulsing. I was sore from the coughing. It hurt so bad that I was just involuntarily crying from the pain, either of the contractions in my chest, but then also the rawness of my throat. But I remembered that we had some of this Delsum cough suppressant syrup from some time ago. I don't remember when we bought it. And I was like, I remember this is somewhere. So Mal helped me find it, and I took it. That stuff's insane. And I remember it not working before. I felt like we bought it, and I was like not impressed, and it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Well, this time it worked fine. And within like 5 minutes, the coughing just stopped completely, and I was like, holy crap, and I was able to sleep. So, yeah, it tastes like garbage. It says it's orange flavored, and I'm assuming that means that they got oranges out of the garbage, because it tastes terrible. But it works, and if you were desperate, like I was, that's some good stuff. Anyway, this morning, we're eating that final donut, the sour cream donut and coffee. Sagan's in another room just howling, because sometimes he does that. Today the agenda is to go to Brookgreen Gardens for the Night of 1,000 Candles. It is an annual tradition that Mal and I do. Tonight's the last night that they do it. Tickets have long ago apparently sold out. So we're interested in going, because the tickets are non-refundable, but we don't feel great. So I think we feel, at least right now, just good enough to warrant going. So we're going to have some food, we're going to work just a little bit, and then we're going to go to the Night of 1,000 Candles while a little under the weather.
So we made it, and it is busy because it is sold out. It's sold out for the entire weekend, and this is the last day This is the last day that they're doing this. So basically, anyone who couldn't get in before probably wanted to come in today. So we just came over to the food tent, and everything looks delicious as always. I got shrimp. Mal went with fish. It'll start getting dark in just a little bit, so we'll eat and then go enjoy the lights. We're over next to the tree because they're going to do that lighting ceremony that they do, and it's going to happen in like 10-15 minutes. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. It's incredible. It sounds like they connected a Casio keyboard from the 80s to the speaker system and put it on auto. It's just playing like this really ridiculous MIDI Christmas music, and it's fantastic. But that should light up shortly, and in the meantime, we'll just stand here.
And not keep up on mosquitoes?
There's a lot of mosquitoes, yeah. Because what's the temperature?
It's like
55? Yeah, it's beautiful winter here in South Carolina, next to the swamplands. So we've been walking around a little bit. We got some of the hot chocolate. I don't know what it is.
They do with this
hot
but
chocolate.
It's good.
It is no, it's the best.
It's the best. My
the
dad
best.
even said so.
Yeah. Unfortunately, whenever Mark and Rhonda were here, however many weeks ago, 2 weeks ago,
2 weeks.
they came to Brookgreen without us because we were in New York. And I told them, I said, this is the best hot chocolate you ever have. And they're like, well, I don't know about that. So they tried it, and they agreed. This is the best hot chocolate they've ever had. I don't know why. It's
I don't
here.
know what they do, but they do something.
It's really, really good. Anyway, where we're sitting right now is, I don't know if you could tell, probably not.
No. It's changed a lot.
It's changed a little bit, but this is where I proposed to Mal.
Anne's garden.
In Anne's garden, in Brookgreen Gardens. This little area is called Anne's garden. This isn't the exact same bench, but this is where the bench was. However many years ago it was, 2010?
Yes. Yes.
Does that sound right?
2010. That's when you proposed right here.
So it's like 7.5 years ago. That's a long time, Mal.
Yeah, it was on the vlog.
It was. I held the camera basically just like this, and then I asked
And then you checked to make sure it was recording.
Yeah, there's a part where I'm like, because I had to look to make sure the screen was recording, because I wanted to make sure I captured it. And then I asked if you'd marry me, and
Handed
held up.
me the One Ring, not both,
yeah.
but one of them.
I think people have a general idea of how
that works.
I don't know. It's cool to be back because last year the garden was open, but the bench wasn't here.
There used to be a fence all the way around this area, and they had torn the fence down, and they had all of the Conway glass stuff here. And they did that 2 years in a row.
And there was another year where it was closed.
Yeah,
so
completely closed. So this is like the first time in a while we've been able to come back in here.
We've been able to just sit.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's like reliving the proposal.
Yeah.
Millions of years ago.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
I'd say yeah.
Well, good.
I mean, I wouldn't say yeah, but it's...
I would do it like this. I'd say yeah. So I gotta admit, I was a little worried about going to Brookgreen because, you know, we've been sick. And while I was there, I did feel a little weird. I had, I don't know, a very foggy head or whatever. It felt, I mean, I was sick. You know, I'm sick. So while I was there, I definitely felt a little weird. But I mean, I had fun, and it's something that Mal and I look forward to every year, and the temperature was really nice. I mean, it was like mid-50s.
I think it was the best temperature we've ever had there.
Yeah, yeah, because it's usually a little bit colder, and there's been at least one time we were there and it was quite cold. So, yeah, it was nice. Mal, you seem
sick.
Yeah, I mean, you said you were sick before, and I believed you. It's just now I feel like you really seem sick.
No.
They're ready to eat.
They're not sick.
They're fine.
They're hungry.
They're ready to eat food. All right, well, going to bed. Another full night's rest. Been drinking lots of liquids. Trying to shake this best I can. Tomorrow, actually, I'm going to the doctor, though, but not for the flu. Made the doctor's appointment before Mal and I were ever sick, and it's to have the bump, presumably cyst, looked at, just because I would like to get it removed. I don't want it surgically removed because I've read too many terrible things about complications, and it doesn't actually really bother me. Like I don't have any pain or lack of movement, but they can drain these, and I was thinking
since I've met my deductible for the year because I had an organ removed, I should just go ahead and get this drained before it becomes, you know, potentially a bigger problem. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know if they'll do it in office. I may have to get referred, but while I'm there, you know, maybe they'll give us something to help.
You a stroke shot.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll give me something to help me get over this a little more quickly. I don't know, but I'll figure that out tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?